we've heard how you've now left the village and now you're in Lagos and hoping that everything will be okay.
Yes, yes.
You have this wonderful stepfather and everything, but something has happened. What about, so did you start secondary school, or what happened after all this? At least you're now in a place of where you think, yes, you've arrived, right?
Yeah, you know, like coming from the village to Lagos.
Yes.
I mean, like Lagos.
Yeah, I know, it's like the New England.
Yeah, you are so excited, you know, everything is going to be going on for you. I'm with my mom now.
Yes.
No more of that.
Yes.
And moving on from the primary school, I started primary school and I wasn't allowed to finish. Because apparently I grew a big boob. So, and when I was in my primary school, my dress, you can only see my chest, because my mom has made sure to the point she sewed the dress so tight to the middle that nobody knows that I am a woman, that I'm a lady. The flat became, the breast now
flat, really,
is now flat, like chested. You know, I don't have nothing there, because she was protecting me.
Okay, so what happened?
I'll go to school. I know there was a time in the toilet where a strange guy just entered into the toilet and just defied me there. You know, like...
What you mean?
Yeah, he came there and touched me.
Oh, wow.
He touched me and did some certain things. He didn't rape me, he just touched me, did some certain things and just walked out.
Yeah, we call it sexual abuse.
Yeah, and I ran out of the toilet and I'm like, I don't, you know, like nobody to help. I couldn't tell nobody what happened to me. I just kept it to myself.
But what's going through your mind though? I mean, didn't you think you should tell your mom or something?
I was thinking, because he's saying don't tell anybody. And I was thinking, well, this happened to me in the village by a woman. Now this is a man now. Oh, I'm scared now. And that really started making me to web the bed.
Oh.
It's when I came from the village, I never used to wet the bed.
Okay.
From
out of fear.
Yeah, from there on, and I started wetting the bed. And there was a time when I wet the bed, my mom beat me to the point of death.
Wow.
For wetting the bed. Yeah, and I said to my mom, I don't know why I'm wetting the bed. She said that you have to change that way. But I knew, because when I go to bed, I'm thinking maybe this guy is coming for me. So the fear of getting up to go to toilet, I wet the bed.
Yeah.
And each time I do that, I decided when I wet the bed, I'm going to put my sister to sleep there so that my mom can think she's the one. Just to cover myself from being, because the beating was out of this world.
Wow,
I'm telling you.
Serious?
I'm telling you. But the first time my mom beat me, the fear, because I've never been beaten by nobody. My grandmother never beat me. She never touched me. For my mom to touch me, I said to my heart, this woman must be wicked. Wow. And I blocked it off and I tried to cover my back. And after that incident, when I was in year 5 now, that's
how old were you
5.
Wake up in the morning, get the children ready for school. Yeah, you know what she does again? She makes breakfast.
In year 5, I think I was about...
That's secondary school? Or
I was still in primary then.
Okay.
Yeah, but they took me out.
Okay.
Because of the talking about I have a big boobs, this and that, they took me out of the school. I was not staying at home. Acting like
So because you have a big breast, you don't go to school anymore.
Yeah, they took me out.
Wow.
My mom said, "Oh, if she's not careful, the men are going to destroy me." What she doesn't know is that men are already tampering with me. And in my heart, I just smiled. I said to my heart, if I have a father, my father will never take me out of that school.
Yeah.
My father will make sure I finish my secondary school. I stayed at home doing nothing.
Are you serious? So your mom just withdrew you just for the reason that you have a big breast?
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah, I love my mom, but my mom was something else. You know, mothers, please. You know, don't deprive your children because of what you never got. My mom never got an education. My mom stopped reading at the age from primary 6. So I don't know what was the problem with my mom.
Okay, so before we continue into an advanced discussion here, I want you to help us understand that, you know, you were deprived of education because you had a big breast.
That's it.
So what will happen to our children in this country that already have big breasts at the age of 9 and seeing their periods at the age of 10? That means they'll definitely... But I would think that, like you said, sometimes people cannot give you what they don't have.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't know your mom, but I can also say that because she never had it, she doesn't know how to give it to you.
That's it.
Do you see what I'm trying to say? But however, we can also learn how to make a difference, a change from what we didn't have. Some of the things I don't have in life, I didn't have in life at my age, I ensure that my children have them. I'm not going to deprive them because I'm not in a place where I can ensure that they have it. So the mistake we make as parents is the fact that we feel because I didn't have it, you don't have to have it. No, you didn't have it because you couldn't have it. It's different from when you know that you can give it to your child and you're saying, no, don't have it, because then it becomes you depriving that child from doing better than you did. Because we always pray this prayer, especially from Africa, we always say we want our children to do better than we did.
Yeah, we do.
You know, and we want them to excel better than where we are coming from.
Yeah.
Because our experience is what we use to elevate our children. Do you see what I mean? So coming from that bit, say you finally went to secondary school.
Yeah, I went to secondary school. When you talk about secondary school, I'm not talking about secondary school, morning time secondary school. I'm talking about evening time.
After school lessons.
Yeah, that's like where all the grandmothers, all those people that have all those people that have been to school, all those that have not been here, and they want to go back to secondary school, so they join me to them, and I started and I finished year 7, like they will say it in this country. I was in year 9. I was withdrew from the evening school due to complaint from my stepsister, saying that that when she leaves the school, because she's finishing, I was going to, thank you for that. I was going to be messing about with guys, because
so your stepsister is now making a decision for your life.
Yeah, because as at that time there was this, like in every school there will be the head girl that's very hot, the head boy that is very hot.
Yeah.
Despite the way I don't dress very well to review myself, this guy took a shy to me, and me, I'm known to go to school with all my dress is very long down, not like cut of hair and everything, and this guy is still liking me, and my stepsister was not liking that.
Oh, so there's a bit of jealousy there.
That's it. So she's gone home to tell them that, oh, Ruth is messing about, and me, I don't mess about. I wasn't into that. But this guy would tell me, I really like you, this and that. I'm saying, you know what? I'm not interested, because you have all these ladies. What is me?
So what happened after that?
Eventually, the guy, when I'm coming to school, he would carry my bag. My stepsister wasn't having it.
Oh wow!
From that jealousy creeped in, he told my parents, and my mom, being my mom, bless her heart, she decided, you know what? If we keep it up like this, Mama has been my stepsister's name is Diana. She has been the eyes that has been watching over me instead of God. They decided to withdraw me from the school.
Oh my goodness.
Because of that saying, I ended up staying at home for a very long time.
Wow.
Eventually, there was no education, no secondary, nothing.
Oh wow.
I was just there. My mom called me. I remember when my stepsisters and brother came from their country, which is Ghana, called me and said, you know what? These children are here. I want you to be a house girl to them.
Who said that?
My mom said, I want you to clean after them, fetch their water, cook for them. What? In my heart, I thought, I don't have a father. Your husband should be my father. And we should be doing things.
Hold on a minute. Your stepsisters or brothers are coming to stay with you.
Yeah.
And your mom told you to become the house help in the house.
Yeah, because my stepdad we had a girlfriend before. A wife, I think. I don't know how they did it.
Wow.
Which she had about 2-3 children for him. And but we established later on that one of the sons wasn't his own. And all three of them, I was cleaning after them, and also at the same time, I was cleaning after my mom's children too.
Wow.
And I was basically doing all the housework. You know.
When you say your mom's children, is that for a different man?
No. My mom had children for my stepdad, but my stepfather already had children.
Already had, so they both had different children.
Wake up in the morning, gets the children ready for school. Yeah, you know what she does again? She makes breakfast.
So far we've been talking about this experience that is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And no one would ever want to find themselves in that situation.
No.
And when I look at you, you're more of beauty. I see something different. A woman, that's why I call it powerful and strong. Not just powerful, a woman that's determined to make life. You know, and you're just telling us about all these things that have happened from age 8 to just 16.
Yeah.
That's just the face.
Yeah, that's the face.
You have at least 4 or 5 faces in life. And well, guys, you haven't heard anything yet, okay? So we're going to conclude this session, and Ruth is just going to tell us what happened after she stopped going to school.
Yeah, eventually they succeeded in stopping me from going to school. I was sitting at home.
So your stepfather agreed and your mother agreed?
My mom was the number one.
Wow.
My stepfather wouldn't want to stop me because he is educated. He's very educated. Yeah. So he schooled in Canada. So, but my mom, being that she's not really been to school, and she thinks in her own little way she can protect me is by taking me out of school, protecting me from men. Yeah. The men you are protecting me from.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place.
And she took me out. I was in the house and sitting there at home doing nothing. And eventually she said, now you have to take care of my husband's children.
Can I ask you a question, really?
Yeah.
Is that your biological mother?
That's my mom.
That turned your housemaid?
That poured blood on my head.
Jesus. Wow.
And I don't hate my mom. I remember once my mom said to me, I hate you with passion. When my mom said that, I shrugged it off because I love my mom.
Yeah.
And
so at that stage now, you're 16, you've been withdrawn from school. What next? Are you taking care of the home?
Yeah, I'm taking care of the home, taking care of everybody else. You know, they're going to school, they'll meet me at home. I've been in an instant where my landlord's children come in from Norway and they meet me mopping the floor. When I'm talking about mopping the floor, not with the re-mopping, with the towel on the floor, mopping the floor. Yeah. And you know, like anybody can just come in and call me, come and clean here. Now I've become an ass girl in my own mother's house. And wow. I cook, clean, I can do anything you want me to do. And I remember this guy came from all the way they came all the way from Liberia into our church then. That church then was, I don't know if I should call it.
No, I think we should leave the name on.
And we're there. It's a well-known church that they talk about spiritualism and all that. And this guy said to my parents, oh, I want to marry your daughter. And I was only...
And what age was that?
I think I was about 16, 17.
Wow.
And I remember my parents growing up, they were saying to me, you people cannot marry a rich man, you are allowed to marry the man that you can build up together. Yeah. That is my always belief. I don't believe a man that has already made that at the end of the day be telling me don't pray, don't do this.
Okay, hold on. Oh, let me just say something right there. Yeah. Okay. When we didn't know better, that doctrine was okay.
That's it.
But now that we know better, it's not necessarily so. Yes, we can work together. But someone coming from where I'm coming from, where I've worked with men together, and they've messed me up. And now I'm looking for someone who's going to make me. Someone who I'm going to work with, and is going to make me, and I will complement them. This is what I'm trying to say. So, from my experience, I'm not looking to start anything with anyone. I'm looking to start from where I am and go up, excel. Because if I'm thinking that way, I'm taking myself 25 years back. So, now this is another thing, guys, you need to watch this, right? We're not saying working together is not good, it's good. Yeah. But the reason why we call men the priests of their house is because they have sole responsibility for the family. That's it. Now, your duty is to be a helpmate. Now, when we overdo it, it doesn't pay sometimes. It only takes a wise man who has a wife that's hardworking, helping, to love that woman and sustain her wherever she is, and help her to enhance, not to dominate her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? So this thing is like, we call it cultural problem.
That's true.
We call it man-made doctrine. And when we have man-made doctrine, what happens is that it tends to really influence you the wrong way. Yeah, so why would you think a king would want to see a girl on the street and say, this is my wife? She's nobody, according to them. She's nobody, but yet he wants her. There's a grace upon some of our heads that causes people to want you. You see what I mean? Whether you are poor or rich, it doesn't matter. There are rich people who don't have husbands, very rich. And likewise, men too don't have wives. You see what I mean? But they look for someone like you or myself, even as at that time where you're coming from, and said, this is the person I want. So let me say this, guys. I love my child to marry a man they build together, fine. But then I also love my child to marry a man that is higher than her. Higher than her, because if they're on the same level, they will be dragging a lot of things will be in that this part. No, a man should be a priest, and a priest is responsible. A priest is a shepherd of his own and takes care of the wife and the children. The Proverbs 31 woman, every man wants that Proverbs 31, but you know what the husband does? They say in the gate, he's known because of the wife.
That's it.
He cannot be known because of the wife if he doesn't treat the wife well. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's not go into that part now. So I just want us to conclude this part. So basically, you'll now be made the housemaid of the house, and you're doing all these things, and while the children are going to school, you are home, and this person comes to you and wants your hand in marriage, and we know it's a no situation right now because she thinks you don't deserve it. How did you handle that? As we conclude, how did you handle that?
Whilst I stayed at home, they decided I'm going to go to a typing school, which was, they were paying 400 naira a year as at then.
Yeah.
And my mom decided that money was too much, and they withdrew me again.
Really?
Yeah, eventually.
Hold on. Did she have the money or she didn't have the money?
It's her husband that has the money. And they were now sending those children. The work I did, my stepfather's business being established was as a result of me going to fetch water, crossing 1, 2, 3 lane to cross from Awoyokun to Shomolu then in Lagos. That was then car was killing people. That was when I woke up 4 a.m. in the morning, go and fetch water. That was when men were taking, these dangerous men, herbalists collecting, taking organs. But me, I was in the midst of them.
Wow.
I just wanted to tell you that no matter what, when you are in the midst of wicked people, God will continue to protect you. Yeah. God protected me.
That's why you're here.
He knew. My grandmother said to me whilst I was in the village in those days, he said, Ruth, look at that plane, look up. One day you are going to go into that plane. I laughed. I said, Mom, who is going to take somebody like me there?
Wow.
I'm in London today, and I'm doing this to the glory of God. Listen, learn from my life story. There is more to come. Eventually, I sat at home. They took me again, put me in another typing school, 20 naira a month. And I was going faithfully, and this girl this is the minister's daughter now, said there's this guy is interested in me. Meanwhile, the guy is already friends with my parents, and he's already come to make his intention, which I am not really interested in.
Okay, so guys, now Ruth is not going anywhere. She's going to come back to the studio, and she's going to do a part 2 and even a part 3. Her story is a movie. I've already said to her that God helping us, we're going to put it into a movie, because it's a movie that's been told, and you think, really, did she really go through all that? You just hear the tip in the ice on the iceberg, I would say. So she's going to actually blow your mind with some of the things she's gone. The first day she told me, I was soaked with tears. I was thinking to myself, no, it's not possible. I said it's not possible. I wanted her to repeat it all over and over again, make sure she's not making it up, But she's here as a living testimony. She's a survivor, domestic violence survivor, domestic abuse, sexual abuse, rape upon rape, you will hear for yourself. I'm not going to be the one to tell you. She's going to tell you. But for now, we're gonna sign off, because we need to get into another show right now. So I want to just say thank you very much, Miss Ruth Lawani. Thank you so much for coming to TROC vlog. We know that people are already learning from what you've said, and I know that the pain that you've gone through, by the grace of God, God is helping you to remove them,
Yes,
emptying you that hard drive of pain,
yeah,
and bringing you into a place of love.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thanks for
Please help me
having
appreciate
on,
Miss Ruth
Thank you.
Lawani.
Thank you.